Hello. Hello, hello. I just realized I forgot to light up the back here. There we go. Oh, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This camera just took a little spill. Nothing major, I think. Oh, yeah. Sit down there. So, yes. Let me just turn on the power. And I'll tell you my story of woe. So, while I was testing the 4040s, which is an admirable thing to do, of course, and I was always thinking about, in these days of electrical usage and all, of not just economy and efficiency and all that stuff, but just that, thinking back to the old bulletin board days when we had a pet going, but I'm pretty sure we had installed a switch to turn the monitor on the pet off, I think. Oh, I could be mistaken. But if we hadn't, or if we didn't, it would have been a good thing, of course, because mostly what's going on here? Mostly a bulletin board just has to sit there. And do very little. Okay. So the monitor really doesn't have to be on. Certainly, I know when we had things running on a 64, we turned the monitor off. Anyway, I was thinking about that. And I went away to leave the disk drive to be tormented. And the disk drive seems fine. But now the 8032 is working fine, but the monitor is not. So I've been looking online for possible solutions. There's a possible resistor that is sort of almost there like a fuse. But still, you know what I really have to do, and once again, you see, remember, I was going to work on some SX64s. Haven't seen them for a while. Because then I found this great 4040. And that's the one that has the heating problems. Anyway, what I really need to do is connect up or get a pet next to the pet and see, is the trouble on the main board, or is it something actually with the monitor board, because there's a circuit board up inside the monitor. And my gut tells me, of course, after going through all the 4040 stuff and knowing how accurate my gut has been, my gut tells me it is not on the main board, that it is something up at the monitor, because usually when something goes wrong on a pet and Usually you see a round thing in the middle, or you know, there's something that you still see on the monitor, but I see nothing on the monitor. Nothing. So, but if I still type in like things that I can see, and or not that I can see, but I know, like if I put in C, shifted A, which is for catalog, it will do the drives. So maybe it's just the monitor. I'm not sure. Oh, and then I'll have to dig into that. And you know, someday I'll actually get back to the SX64s. Someday. But I don't know when. So I have a bit of a distraction today. This is a tree train. It's a Christmassy thing. And what it's supposed to be, and once again, I got it at the Value Village. So I don't know if it's really all here. I'm hoping it's here. What it's supposed to be able to let you do is take all these pieces of track and mount them onto the inside, like the pole or the inner part of the tree. And then inside your, or I guess you put it at a height so it's just outside all the foliage. You can have a tree going around. Now, is it all here? Oh, I don't know. There certainly are a lot of things here. Including, but not limited to, a little V train. Now what does this have to do with anything? Nothing. Why am I bothering with this? Well, as I tinker more and have some successes and some failures, you know. Sometimes you just need a little distraction. So, I'll just put that down there. So this train, called the Christmas Express, it doesn't look like it's been out of here at all. So, I guess that's the caboose. And it seems that, hello, you know, with all the things that have been going wrong, I really don't want to break this train. Okay, so it's out. And I'm suspecting the batteries probably go in the back here. I don't know. I see something that would maybe unscrew. Oh, lucky. There are 2 batteries in it that are probably probably long dead. Probably. But how do you turn it on? Even if they were alive. Open. Close. Oh, come on. There must be some. Oh, is that a switch? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a good sign. I think it is. Certainly it means the batteries haven't chewed up and eaten everything inside of there. Maybe somebody got this with the idea they put it on their tree and found it too much of an ordeal. Good, or maybe they lost parts. So the thing of it, it looks like, that this would go on the tree, and the track mounts on these things would, that does not make sense, would slide in here. I suppose the box might be handy. Oh, let's see. Tree clamp closes around the trunk. Tree clamp adjusts up or down the trunk. Position clamp on tree trunk. Line up strut. That looks like a strut. Oh yeah. Line up strut. Oh, look at that. Isn't it magical? Yes. Ooh. These things, which I suppose are the adjusters, are pretty snug. They are, oh, that's all right. So, we put a bunch of these on a bunch of that. Oh, I think there. And then supposedly the track fits onto these somehow. It can't be too tough, can it? No, it looks like, oh yeah. So they just, well, it's not a very impressive snap, but I suppose it's kind of one of those things that when you get enough of it all together, or maybe there's a special one by the joint, or maybe it's all of the joints. Snap. Slide strut into place. Snap track onto. Aha. Snap. Snap. It's not snapping. I wonder. Well, they all look the same. Well, the train works. Oh, joy of joys. I don't really have a tree here. I don't. But I have a lamp. I do. So you know what I think I'm going to do? Actually, I have a couple of lamps here. One of them recently somehow decided to break. The base did, it still works, which just adds to the torment of what to do with it, which of course the answer of what to do with it is chuck it. Have I done that? No. Well, I think what I'm going to do is think about this. I think I'm going to take these brackets and their securing pieces. What is that extra thing? I'm sure everything will make sense soon. Anyway, I think I'm going to commiserate in the somewhat dead pet by seeing if I can get this to mount onto the lamp. While the 128 continues to test the SID chip that isn't working. So, one thing, curiously enough, in the last day or so, I saw a plea in the distance on Kijiji for somebody looking for 6526 chips. So I wrote to him and I said, I could do that. So anyway, we quickly came to terms, and there are now 2 6526 chips in the mail to somewhere in northern Ontario, where this fellow, I guess, is doing something with something. And his cry in the wilderness was answered. The Christmas miracle has happened. Well, when it arrives. Anyway, I'm going to tinker on this lamp. I'm thinking the stock on it is big enough, I think, for this to work. Until I tinker a little more, I will continue to ponder dead pets, disk drives, and other things. Anyway, do have a lovely New Year. And assuming this train ever actually works, I'll make sure you get to see it. Anyway, enough. Thank you for coming. Bye for now.